Good morning, friends. So John and I had a pretty good morning here at Bardwell Lake, but it is just really heavily trafficked. There's lots of people that come out and fish and hang out, and that's fine, but he wasn't having a lot of fun fishing because they're fighting for space for their fishing poles. So we decided to head on out. I'm going to go find a geocache, and then I think I'm going to head to Lake Whitney and harass Dan for a little while. Beautiful weekend. It's supposed to be 70 today. It's just lovely. A little breezy down here on the lake though. So, alright, I'll let you see that cute little red trailer one more time if it's still there. So cute. Alrighty then, 426 feet from a geo. Let's drive there and get a little closer. So if you don't know what geocaching is, it is a game where you find Tupperware basically hidden in the woods using $1 million satellites. So it's an app on my phone. I use CGeo, and it lists all the geocaches, and you can go find them. So I am 86 feet from one now. 40, 30. So it's going to be right over there in those trees somewhere. Take you along and you can help me find it. See if you spot it first. Right, according to my phone, I'm about 28 feet from it. So I just follow this little compass and it will point me towards the geo. 18, 15, and they're not always exactly right on, so whenever I get fairly close I just start looking. It says I'm about 6 feet from it. This would be a great place to hide a geo. Is it in there? I like sticking my hand in things like that. Dang it. Be a great place for it though. Alright, so I just took a picture so I could see what was in here. And it's in here. I don't like this. It's jammed in there. Dang it. Can't get it out. I'm gonna have to use two hands. Well, that's kind of a bummer. I can't get it out of the tree, so I'm gonna leave a little note on the geocaching website, let the owner know. Maybe the cache owner needs to come out and do a little maintenance. Or the next guy that comes might be taller than me and be able to get that out. I could not do it. I wonder if I can get a stick or something and pull it out that way. Yep, I don't want to give up that easy, but I don't know what else to do. I think, what do I have in my van? Let's see. Pondering why there's no real like public land or BLM land down here in Texas like there is in New Mexico and Arizona and places like that. My friend LC emailed me the other day about the wildlife management areas and things like that that you can camp in that I wasn't really aware of. There's not a lot around the Dallas area, but that's something I'm going to be exploring. But yeah, I had to look back into history to figure out why Texas doesn't have BLM land. So I'm going to try to remember this right. I'll try to keep it brief. I tried to research up on it a little bit last night. So when Texas was part of Mexico, it was around the time right before the Civil War. And Mexico was trying to do away with slavery, and Texas didn't want to. So that's how Texas ended up getting away from Mexico. The United States, they didn't want Texas either because of the slavery thing. They were trying to, the Union in the South anyway. So Texas ended up becoming its own republic for about 10 years. So during that time, they amassed a lot of debt. They didn't have enough of a tax base to make it as its own country. So, like I said, it was around the Civil War time. I'm trying to remember how it all turned out. But finally, Texas got annexed into the United States. But in doing so, they forgot, or I guess it was just an oversight, is what I read, to appropriate government land. So all the land still belonged to the state of Texas, and that included all the mineral rights and anything under the ground. So the U.S. government had no hands in that. So it's a state thing, and so that's why there's no federal land really. There's a couple of national forests and national monuments now, but when Texas first became a state, there was no federal land, and Texas still holds all the rights to all the minerals. So that's why the United States government can't tell us that we can't drill for oil on our land in our state. So it's very interesting history indeed. Texas is definitely a weird place, and that explains it. That the U.S. government just doesn't have their hands in the state as much as most states. So I'm going to have to read up then on this Corps of Engineers, because I thought that was like a national thing, but maybe it's by state too. But yeah, the free campgrounds that I go to are almost always managed by the Corps of Engineers. But yeah, there is no BLM land or just public land. So I thought that was interesting. Alright, so we are back at Steel Creek. I'm going to meet up with a couple of friends tonight, I hope. A couple of my viewers, Tammy and Charlie, mentioned that they were going to be out here and invited me to come share a campfire. So I'm pretty excited about meeting them. That'll be fun. I just saw a deer up here, so that's why I turned the camera that way. See if you can spot him over there. Sorry about that dirty windshield with the glare. Oh, they're running that way. Of course you are. Y'all are cute. Alright. Go find Dano. Dano.